This tutorial video will guide you through the step of downloading and installing the July 2011 Payroll Update for Sage Business Vision. Before we download the update, I'd like to go over several important key points in regards to the update. The update is available for download from our Sage North America customer portal located at customers.sagenorthamerica.com. The update is available for two versions of Sage Business Vision, 2009 and 2010. Of course, you must be on a valid payroll update plan in order to download the update. You can always call customer care team at 1-800-642-7693 to find out more information in regards to your update plan status. 4 provinces will be impacted by this update. The Manitoba tax credit will increase to $8,384. New Brunswick forced income tax bracket has increased to 14.3%. Nova Scotia provincial tax credit has increased to $8,481, and Saskatchewan provincial tax credit has increased to $14,535. There were no changes to the federal tax rate, income threshold, or personal amount. Of course, for more information on the changes, you can always visit the CRA website at www.cra-arc.gc.ca. Okay, let's go ahead and download the update for Sage Business Vision. What you want to do is open up your Internet Explorer and navigate to customers.sagenorthamerica.com. Once you're there, you will need to log on. So you would enter your unique user ID and password. If you don't know your user ID and password, or you don't have one, you can always call customer care team and they'll be able to set you up with a user ID and password. So once you're logged in, you want to click on download files and browse documents. And then select for customers, Sage Business Vision Accounting, subscriber downloads, and the first link on the list is the Sage Business Vision Payroll download. This should open up a new window with the link to several tax table for Sage Business Vision 2010 and 2009. Of course, the first link is the most recent one, and that is for the July 2011 payroll tax update. So I'm using Business Vision 2010 here on my computer, so I'm going to go ahead and click on the link for Sage Business Vision 2010. Scroll down and click on the download link. Internet Explorer will prompt you to save the file, and you want to go ahead and save it, and I'm just going to save that to my desktop. It will take about a minute to download the update depending on your internet connection. Once the download complete, you want to browse the location where you download the file. Of course, for me, I downloaded it to my desktop, and here it is. The download file is a compressed file or a zip file, so you want to double click on it. Once you do, a new window should open containing 5 files in there. The first being the tax table update itself, and there'll be 4 PDF file with important README information in regards to credit card processing in Sage Business Vision 2010, and of course there's one README file with instruction on how to install the payroll update. So I'm just gonna click and drag the update itself to the desktop. So this will uncompress the file and copy it to my desktop. Once it's done, I can close the window, and before I execute or double click on the update, I want to make sure that Business Vision is not running. So as you can see, Business Vision is not running on my computer. I'm going to double click on the update, and the install program should initialize. I'm going to click next, And you're going to get a confirmation prompt here that this process is about to make changes to your BusinessVision program file directory. Are you sure you wish to continue? So the update will not impact your data, but it's always good practice and it's highly recommended that you back up your data prior to updating your program. So even though the update does not touch your data, it is recommended that you make a backup of your data before proceeding. So you want to continue after you make a backup of your data. And this should take about 10 seconds to install. The process is fairly quick. And it is done. You want to click OK, and you will be prompted to restart your computer, and you want to do that. Once your computer has restarted, you can now start BusinessVision, and you may log into your company. I'm going to go ahead and log into the ABC Electronic Component Inc. company. And once you log in, we're going to go ahead and verify to see if the payroll update was successful. So click on Help, About Sage BusinessVision, and then System Information. The payroll table should now say July 2011. As well, your version for Sage BusinessVision should be 7.44. The last thing we need to do is run the TD1 revision. The TD1 revision will update the provincial tax credit amount for employees that are in the affected provinces that had changes with this update. So you want to go ahead and click on Utilities, Payroll Setup, and then TD1 Revisions. You want to leave the percentage increase to 0. So you see the note here, July 2011 value is 0. Leaving at 0, BusinessVision will know to increase to the proper amount. So click OK. The process should be fairly quick, and once it's done, you can click OK to complete the TD1 revision. Note that the TD1 revision should be run only once per company. So if you have several computers that have access to BusinessVision, we recommend that you install the payroll update on each of those computers, but you only run the TD1 revision once per company. So if you only have one company and you have 5 computers accessing that one company, then you should install the payroll update on all 5 computers, but only run the TD1 revision once. Now let's take a look at some of the frequently asked questions in regards to payroll update. So the first one is, when should I install my payroll update? You should install your payroll update prior to the first payroll run in July 2011. Even though you're paying employees for time worked in June 2011, if the pay period falls within July, you should install the update prior to that payroll run. So what if you're in a situation where you already performed one pay period in July, but and you forgot to install the payroll update? Well, just go ahead and install the payroll update as soon as possible and install it prior to your second payroll run in July. Any discrepancy in regards to taxes or other deduction will be straightened out when your employee filed their 2011 tax return. Another question we get asked a lot is, I sometimes notice differences between taxes calculated by Sage BusinessVision and the taxes I calculate using manual tax table. Why is this, and which figures are correct? Well, with Sage BusinessVision, our calculations are based on a formula provided to us by CRA and is published in the CRA publication T41279/94 edition. And with this exact formula, we're able to calculate taxes and deduction within a fraction of a cent. So if you're using manual tax table, this is a estimated tax deduction for a salary range. The last question is, after the TD1 revision, the provincial tax credit does not reflect the new amount. So for example, after the TD1 revision, you check one of your employees who reside in Manitoba and notice that the provincial tax credit amount is a bit higher than the new amount. And what is that? So basically, the tax credit amount for Manitoba and New Brunswick is legislated for all of 2011, even though the new amount was introduced just now in July 2011. Therefore, we use a revised amount for the remaining 6 months to prorate for the first half of 2011. So this is why you're seeing a higher than expected amount in the tax credit for these two provinces. Okay, so this concludes the tutorial for July 2011 payroll update.